Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Anybody can experience PTSD from something distressing that they've seen, that they've experienced, or that's happened to somebody close to them. And if you've been involved in something, for example, with my first aid training, we've had people who have been in some very difficult situations, and they've needed additional help and support following, giving CPR to someone, for example. And it's perfectly normal following a difficult or traumatic situation like that to have a sort of elation or adrenaline buzz straight after, or to feel anger or confused, and to have flashbacks and bad dreams for a few weeks following this, and even feeling a bit depressed. Now, PTSD is generally sort of diagnosed if somebody's been feeling like that and it's actually affecting their normal lives after about 4 weeks following the incident. Now, if you need help sooner than that, it's really important that you go and get that help. Or if you find somebody close to you is needing help following something because they're really struggling, because there's some nasty things that can happen out there, and if you are face to face with it, it can have a profound impact on your thought processes and how you feel. So symptoms that may indicate that somebody is developing PTSD following an incident or an experience is sort of after 4 weeks of a sort of recovery process, they still remain upset or fearful. They continue to experience sort of intense, ongoing feelings of distress when they think about it. They start to withdraw from family and friends and avoid social situations. They have ongoing trauma-related nightmares and feel jumpy and on edge and have real difficulty sleeping. They are obsessing about the trauma, whatever it was, what happened, and they appear to have lost their enjoyment in life, and also they can start having intrusive thoughts that can interfere with all their usual activities and their relationships around them. So key things for somebody experiencing are the main thing is just to get help. So go and see your GP and go to relevant self-help groups as well. So depending what the trauma is, there are self-help groups and supportive networks for rape and sexual harm, for abuse, for all sorts of different trauma-related issues that you might have experienced, and we can help signpost you to some of those support networks. If you have PTSD, sometimes you might develop flashbacks, which can be very distressing indeed, and it makes you feel like you're back in the event again, reliving it for the first time with all the fear that was and the feelings that were accompanying it. Now, if you are having regular flashbacks, there are various things that you can do that might help. Things like focusing on your breathing, that's really important. So slowing your breathing down and calming things so that you're no longer in that fight, flight and fright type response. Your parasympathetic will take over. So breathe in for 5 and out for 5. And that can really help. Carry something that reminds you of the present. So some people will actually touch or feel a particular object that grounds them and helps them realize that they're not in wherever it was, experiencing whatever it was. So something small like a key ring or a bit of jewelry or something that's tactile. Tell yourself you're safe. It's amazing how that power of you saying that repeatedly can actually help and get through there. And sometimes, writing things down whilst you're in the panic can actually take you out of that too. And comfort yourself. So wrap yourself in a nice coat or a blanket or something and help yourself feel safe. Maybe listen to some soothing music or watch your favourite film. Making or keeping a diary or writing some of these thoughts down can also help some people. Not everyone, but some people. And those are really helpful things to understand. And as well, understand what triggers your flashbacks. So sometimes a particular sound or smell or day of the week, so maybe an anniversary of something, can bring these back and be a particularly difficult time for you. If you're aware of that, then you can put some coping mechanisms in around that so that maybe some other people can be there for you when you are at your most vulnerable. And I've also seen people with PTSD dogs who are there for them when they need it. I mean, particularly in the military, very often they're able to get PTSD dogs who will sense and help steer people away from situations that they know they will find difficult, so crowds or areas which might feel a bit more confrontational. They will stand behind them so that they haven't got that feeling that somebody might be about to jump out behind them. They will wake them if they're having difficult dreams. They will help them with their medication, and they'll be there for you to hold and hug if you're having a flashback and need a grounding moment.